What's up guys, it's HD Jag, and I had a little bit of a fun thing. I played some Team Deathmatch, or I think it was actually Domination. And this guy right here, you reported to Microsoft, and then after that is you will be when they ban you for spawn camping. I was spawn tramping, I wasn't spawn camping, that's ridiculous. But kind of what happened was that I think we played a nice game of, what's the name? Trailer Park. And Trailer Park is one of those maps where if you play Domination, you're gonna get spawn trapped. And they were noob tubing me, so I tried to get into a better position where they really couldn't noob tube me. And that worked out fairly well for me. And I did get up a couple of, I think I got up 4 Pablos during that whole match. And yeah, he might be a little bit pissed that I got them up. And you know, it's quite frustrating playing as the Pablo up all the time. But you know, you can do your part and try to take it down as well. It's nobody's trying to stop you from taking it down. And my aim is failing. So I understand that he's pissed about that, but he tried to report me to Microsoft. He said, "You're reported to Microsoft," and I thought that he was meaning cheating, because as far as you know, I'm pretty good at Call of Duty 4, I'm not that good at Modern Warfare 2. There's a reason why I'm playing it right now. You know what we do with our telephone? We take it and throw it down the stairs. There you go. Now I don't have to hear that anymore. There are people that are trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're annoying as fuck. However, where were I? Okay, yes, because of that I die. You see, the telephone just destroys for you. Well, he said that he was going to report me, that I was reported to Microsoft. I thought he actually meant cheating, because the thing is, I play Call of Duty 4, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm not a bad Call of Duty 4 player, and I'm a pretty bad Modern Warfare 2 player. And sometimes it does happen a little bit then and then. People think that they can report me for using mods and hacks and all of this when I'm not. And that is a bit frustrating, to say the least. And my telephone is still ringing. I don't understand. Don't you get the point that I do not want to answer? I am not going to answer. And if you continue ringing, I will not answer. So that has happened a couple of times to me. So I thought, well, this guy's just trying to, you know, get on my nerves, thinking that I'm actually using sheets and whatnot. When, of course, I am not. I don't use that crap. I'm totally against that. And if anybody uses it, then I know that, and that's any of my friends, I will tell them to fuck off, because I don't want to have cheaters in my lobbies, or that are any kind of my friends, because if they use cheats, then that just shows you that they're bad. Well, and then he said that he's actually reporting me for spawn trapping, or in this case, he wrote spawn camping. But you can say it in a lot of different ways. But I think it was spawn camping, which I wasn't. The only thing is they were noob tubing, and the only way really to get away from that was to find a good little place to wait them out, and that worked out fairly well for me, and didn't really work out that great for them. Because when they're noob tubing, I need to do something to counter that, and I feel like getting into a position where it's a little bit harder to get me with that noob tube is the #1 thing to do. He wasn't actually noob tubing, but he was just generally annoying. So yeah, that's ridiculous. You cannot. If that would have been the case, that I would actually get banned for spawn trapping. That's about the same thing as saying, well, I'm gonna ban you. Why? Well, you used a good weapon. You know, the M16. That's a good weapon. You didn't use that. It's about the same thing. If they would use, if you would get banned for using any kind of sheep tactic, then everybody that ever used noob tubes would be banned right now. And I don't see that happening. Even though people that, if they actually would ban me, I wouldn't get it, because the ones that they should ban would be people that actually, for example, wait, there you go. People, for example, that play World at War and you know, enjoys destroying the game. Those are the people they should ban. And if they would ever ban me for spawn trapping, I would just laugh and sue them, of course. That would be the absolutely smartest way. And there you go. Now I'm dead. Oh, triple kill. I do like my Pablo. I do like that. So that's never gonna happen. And another little thing about spawn trapping. Spawn trapping is what you get for being good at the game or being good at domination. The main objective, and why I think spawn trapping is good, is because that rewards the objective players. Like, let's say like this: if there were no spawn trapping, then you know it wouldn't matter if you ran and took that B flag. You would win, but you wouldn't really get that many kills. And if you actually take that B flag, you will get easier kills, and that's kind of what you get rewarded for. And the only way, you know, to make that happen, that you can get more kills, is by spawn trapping. And I think that rewards the objective players. And I don't want that to be taken out. You know, a spawn trap is something that good, you know, if you're a good player, you know how to get out of it. You know, that's really what you need to do. You need to learn how to get out of a spawn trap. It's not really that hard. All you need to do is actually just push on the sides, not go too much in the general. Oh, that RPD rips through everything. It's not possible to not get killed by it. But just to try to go on like a place or kind of a way where most people don't go, and you're gonna fix that. So spawn trapping is actually something that rewards you if you're skillful and if you actually want to win the game. Because otherwise, all you would be doing by actually capturing objectives would be winning. That would be the only thing. And winning for Call of Duty players, unlike most other players that actually plays other kind of first-person shooter games, winning in COD is not important. Nobody cares. Oh, you won this game. Well, I don't really give one flying fuck. Because that doesn't really matter. How good's your KD? That's what people are gonna ask. People ask, even I do. If I wonder, how good are you? I ask, how's your KD? What is your KD? So, winning is not important. It is a bit important, you know, it shows you how good you are. A guy that has a lot of wins is quite skillful, and you can also go by that. But in general sense, winning isn't that important. So adding in spawn trapping, I think that makes winning a lot more, or you know, trying to get that B flag a lot more, you know, needed for also the good or the players that actually try to go for kills, because they know that if they don't get the B flag, they're fucked. And if their teammates don't, and if nobody would do that, you know, the domination would just be like, you know, I'm on this side and the other team is on that side. You know, it's just time for us to shoot back and forth, nothing really happening. So yeah, well, that's, you know, one of the things. That's just my 2 cents on what that guy thought, because that's never gonna happen. Xbox is very strict about what they are actually gonna be banning people for. They're not gonna be banning people for small things, and especially a thing that is actually meant to be in the game. Like, spawn trapping is one of those things where some people don't like it, and most of the time people that don't like it are often the ones that often get spawn trapped. When I play Domination, I'm on that B flag ASAP. There's nothing, I just go for that B flag directly. So for me, I love spawn trapping because I actually go for the objective. People that don't go for the objective don't like spawn trapping, or unless they're the one doing the spawn trapping. So I think spawn trapping is a good thing. Okay, the other thing is as well, PC, or PC versus Xbox, or console. We're gonna go with console instead. Like, some of my friends told me that, you know, people are just way much better on PC, because they are better at aiming and all of this. Well, that's so unfair. That is about the same thing as, okay, you and I, we're gonna go out and we're gonna throw spears. I don't know what it is, but it's, you know, that sport where you throw spears and see how you can throw it the longest. Well, we're gonna throw spears. Well, you are gonna get the normal spear. It's gonna be this exact same size, exact same weight. I'm gonna get the spear that is just as big as the spear that you have, just the same size, has the same shape and everything, except my spear is 3 times heavier. Now, guess who's gonna throw the spear the longest? That's pretty much the same thing, and they are pretty much saying spear as spear. My analogies aren't really absolutely brilliant. But there's actually a truth in what I'm saying right there, and I could have shot that guy. Why didn't I shoot him? It's about the same thing. You cannot compare. It's like comparing a car and a car. Like, cars are very different. Like, you cannot compare them because they are very different. They have different engines, different shapes, and all of this. And there's so much more to it all, and you know, you cannot really compare it like that. But that's how PC players want to do, so or not all PC players, but some PC players want to do, so they can, like, you know, so that it seems like they're better than console players. Like, I play quite a lot on the PC. I was a big PC guy before, and you know, it's very skillful on the PC. PC is really where skills makes you win. Like, me and Doombros, we were playing a bit before, and we played against the top escape, or we played, like, it's pretty much one of these, I don't really know exactly, I didn't do the playing, they did playing, and they're fucking brilliant at Counter-Strike, to say the least. And we played against these really good Counter-Strike players, and these were the absolutely top ones. They were actually at the tournament, and they were doing warm-ups on this very, very known server. And, oh, Oh, yeah, that's right, I haven't even taken out my Harris strikes. And you could see that these guys were the absolute top. You could see that these guys are gonna be one of the world's best. Because they were clutching it, they had their hack spawns and everything. They knew exactly what they were doing. In Call of Duty, skills isn't that, on console, skill isn't that as important. So, yeah, that's kind of my... I don't really know exactly how I can go in deeper on this, but that's about how it is. I think that on Xbox, it's less looked at as how, you know, it's like the companies that makes things for Xbox and the main games on Xbox is more noob friendly, I guess. Like a really bad player could be actually being decent on you know, like an Xbox, while on a PC he would get totally ripped, or you know, ripped into pieces if they played one of these extremely hard games I'm talking about, of course. Still, that doesn't mean that console isn't anywhere close as skillful, but I think that the PC players do have an advantage over on that side. But it's not that big of an advantage. It's more of the games that they play are a little bit different. Come on, I know you're there. I know you're there so fucking much. There are you. There you are, my friend. Straight in the stomach. Okay, not the world's best sniper. So, you cannot compare how good people are. It's the same thing. I cannot compare a PC montage to an Xbox montage. And you might say, well, that's unfair. No, it's not, because on PC... If it's a pro mode montage, I'd be like, wow, that is impressive. And especially if it's competitive. That's, like, Stevie 9 Lives fucking changed the way I looked at Call of Duty 4. But, some PC montages are played in servers, where you play 25 against 25 people. And while I'm stuck here, when I do my montages, or I don't really do montages, I do clips. Just small clips put together. It's not that big of a deal. And... you know, you cannot really compare that to some guy who's playing 25 people against 25 people. So that's, you know, that's also something that you can, you know, take into differ between these two. Oh, there's a guy right there. He just wants to go out here and just eat my bullets, don't he? Oh, that's actually a sniper. I thought that was a plant. These ghillie suits are good. So that's you know, another thing. It's something you cannot compare it, and by trying to compare it, you will just piss people off and making you know, making comparisons that aren't fair to one another. Because you know, if you are a pro player at both Xbox and PC, then you are allowed to do that. But when I say pro, I mean one of the top players in one of the games. I'm not a pro player on Xbox, not anywhere close, even though I'm actually pretty good at it, and I do actually spend a lot of time playing Xbox. But I cannot make comparisons between the two, because I don't... Even though I play it a lot, I don't think I have enough experience to make that... to see the difference and, you know, say what I think is the difference between the two. Ooh, down, there you go. And, well, that's one thing. So, as well, Battlefield seemed to... It's a good game. I looked at it, and I played a little bit with, you know, playing it a little bit... I get sniped by that thermal guy. I played a little bit of it, and it seemed okay. I did like it a bit. It's the only thing, it's the same old things that will make this game absolutely brilliant. This game is going to be one of the top games on PC. It's going to be, and it's always going to be. I don't think that's going to change, but I think it will not become big on the Xbox. It's because of the high frame rate, or the high FPS that they have on the Xbox. Or the low FPS that they have on the Xbox compared to the high FPS that they have on the PC. You can... It's a big difference between the two. And I think it handles much smoother on the PC as well, because I played it at Doom Bros. It was amazing. I actually... Like, I'm not a big Battlefield guy, and I thought, you know, I'm going to go into this, you know, not liking Battlefield, being negative about Battlefield. But I went into it, and I actually was like, can I please just continue playing this, because this is awesome. And I did not think I would have that on the PC, but when I played it on the Xbox, I was like, can we play Modern Warfare 2 now? This isn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. Oh, he's got there somewhere around here. I'm just standing behind a not blown up car, so that's exactly what's gonna happen. Thank you for proving my point, thank you. Well, on the Xbox, it's very bad, it's very clunky, it's about as Battlefield always is, and I consider Battlefield always being a PC game. It is. I think it's better that way, and I think it's going to be a big PC game as well, because it was really fun on the PC, one of the best games I played in a while, to be totally honest. And I'm doing crappy now. That is something we need to change. So, where are the people at? Where's my bitches at? Come on now. There you are. You're exactly that one guy that I was looking for. And you brought a friend. How nice of you. So that's one thing. But I think Battlefield, I'm not going to buy it. Because, as I said before, I don't want to waste money on games which I think that I will not play that much. A game like Battlefield Bad Company, I didn't play that enough for the money that I spent. Games in Sweden are actually quite expensive when they come out. You can actually get them at stores, which are a bit cheaper. But often, a good idea is just to wait. It's just to wait, and it will be much cheaper a little bit later on. And I guess that is the best idea, and that's what I'm gonna do. But of course, if it all turns around, they fix their servers, they fix all of this. Oh, you joking, man? I actually do start to hate. This is the reason why I don't really like snipers that much, because this is like every time that I play, get sniped 24/7. And now they're actually starting to flank us. I do like that they're actually starting to flank us, because this is like the flank which I'm absolutely best at. But it's still a quite entertaining game. It was especially on the PC. Not sure on the Xbox 360. I don't ever think it's going to be that good on the Xbox 360, because it had a frame rate, it had the clunky controllers and everything. And plus the EA servers are a little bit crappy sometimes, I have to say. They do tend to go down and tend to be a lot of problems with them. Oh, you know what, I'm just gonna go for nade over there. There we go. Exactly what I wanted. So that's about it. Then as well, I'm trying to do some streaming, just like on Twitch TV, but there's a little bit of a problem with Twitch. With that is that my connection will be absolute crap, not even worth playing on. Will, you know, like I'm one of those people. I like my connection, even though it's pretty crappy. My connection isn't brilliant. And how did he actually get behind us? Cold-blooded, of course, yeah. Destroying Call of Duty Sense, Call of Duty 4. But I'm gonna try to get my other PC going, because I actually have a lot of PC. I'm not one of those people who actually sells my PCs. I don't sell old games that I used to have. You know, if I have a game and it's, oh, thank God, I would have died there by that car. If I have a game, I'm not gonna sell that game just because it's not. I have like 200 Xbox games. I could have sold them all, but I didn't, and maybe I could have, you know, saved a lot of money on it, but I just feel like, you know, then I'm just losing a deal. I might want to pick those games up later, even though I nearly never do. But those are just 2 games that I've got. Well, so this was made at live com, even though it wasn't really that focused on gaming. If there's anything you want me to get into, anything you want to talk about that is maybe important at the moment in whatever, in gaming in general, I can do that. Because, you know, it's quite entertaining as giving my 2 cents about it all. Even though you might have very different opinions, and you might have very different ways to look at things. Because, you know, you gotta look at everything in different spectrums, I think is the right word. I'm sorry, I'm Swedish, I don't know exactly. So, okay. Well, that's pretty much it. If there's anything you want, of course, it's just to write it, or write it in the comment section. I will see what I can talk about that in the next live session, because I'm actually having a bit of a problem just with random things to talk about. I mean, I don't care if it is the gaming on the Wii. I might just look into it and see what are my 2 cents about it all. Hope you guys enjoyed, and that wasn't actually that long. How long was that? That's only about, okay, 20 minutes. That's quite a lot. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.